Hey everyone, it's Rachel here, Oracle Spiritual Healer and Teacher. And today I'm doing a reading on the fall equinox. Um, if you're like me, fall's my favorite season. I look forward to it every year. I wish it lasted longer. Um, and before I get into it too much, just consider liking the channel, liking the video, subscribing, whatever you feel called to do, just to help the channel grow, to help the content reach more people. That's super helpful for me. I'm really thankful for all the people who've already subscribed, who comment, who like. It's fun to also interact with people as well. So I wrote down a little bit about the equinox, and I'll pull some cards as well. So what my guides were sharing with me is to think about the equinox as this moment of stillness, right? It's when the sun, the light, and the darkness are equal. So daytime and nighttime are the same length. So it's a moment in time and space to reflect before we start moving into the night. So more darkness, where the night becomes longer than the day. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, if you're in the southern hemisphere, you'll be celebrating spring equinox, which is the light expanding. But if you're in the northern hemisphere, like I am, the dark will be expanding. So, so with the increase of darkness over the light, we are encouraged by the natural world to be more introspective, tending to the home, to our family, tending to our food, these sort of basic and beautiful parts of human existence, right? Taking the time out in your day to honor this moment of balance, of stillness, before the trek to the darkest day begins. Spiritually, during this trek, we are able to shed away old layers of ourselves, of our belief systems, shed away old relationships, because the reason why it's so easy, or that we go through this process, because we are becoming more still. And when we become more still, more introverted, we can more easily listen and hear our truth, right? We can access our wisdom. And therefore, things just start to fall away. We get more clear on what it is we want, what it is we don't want. And by the time we get to winter, the winter solstice, it's all about intention setting, right? We've already sort of shed all of it leading up to that day. And that day is then a celebration of light, moving back towards the light, these longer days. Spiritually speaking, the light sort of taking over the shadow, right? Their light becoming larger than our shadow. And so up to winter solstice, from the equinox, the fall equinox, to winter solstice, is this whole process we're invited to. Not that we always do it, but we're invited to go through this releasing. And elementally speaking, there's a lot more air, right? Things dry out. Things are falling off as they're drying out. And we sort of become more cerebral because of it, right? The air elements linked to the mind, right? So we can sort of go into processing things mentally. And that's, of course, a part of the releasing and shedding process. So I'll pull a few cards. Today I'm pulling, I really love this deck. I just got it maybe a month ago, and it's just so heart-centered, and I'm really loving it. So I'm pulling from that deck and this deck. And this pull is specifically for the equinox. And any message that wants to come through that I haven't written down already. The breath. I reclaim my soul. I reclaim my soul. So that's what happens when we let go of the things that we don't need. Again, this is old consciousness, old beliefs, conditioning, old relationships, personal and professional. We're reclaiming who we are. We're reclaiming our truth. And, that's what happens every year during, between the fall equinox and the winter solstice. But I think right now it's especially important because we're going collectively through this, us reclaiming ourselves as like people, citizens of the world, humanity, right? We're going through all that right now. So I do see the sort of now until the spring being a really potent time, where a lot is possible. But again, it can be on either side of the coin, sort of sinking into despair, focusing on what's not working or problems, or we can be on the other side where we're looking for solutions, we're creating, we're staying positive, we're seeing how we can make things grow. Do another card. Sanctuary exists within. Yeah, going within, being the introvert, listening to your wisdom, listening to what is coming through you during this time. Okay, and then I'll pull a few from this deck. Sweet success. I love that picture too. You in all the sort of lineages of spirituality, the abundance and success are never by anything that doesn't remotely look like a woman with lots of curves. I just love it, right? It's abundance. So the sweet success. Yeah, I mean, I just see that. I see that happening more so than people sort of getting down, but that's going to happen too. And so the sweet success is a possibility that's attainable by all of us, right? It's not just for some of us. We can all obtain that. We can all have levels of success. But it's just where we're directing our energy. So it's where we're directing our energy. And there it is, balance. Balance. So it's our moment of balance, our moment of stillness, our moments of silence. Okay, that's our fall equinox reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.